Hit recording. So welcome everyone to this short notice of an energy pull from this beautiful space of Double D Ranch. If you haven't heard of it, there is a website you can search, Lazy Double D Ranch. And it's a ranch that both Gary and Dane um, own. It's about 500 acres, beautiful open space. There's beautiful horses here. I was hoping to take you out there, but my internet gets too weak to connect with you through Zoom. But still, this is the front part of it, and you can already perceive the incredible space of the trees, of the land. There's a beautiful lagoon that way. I don't know if you can see it. They redid not too long ago, and it's gorgeous. Um, my horse lives out there. Here he is. His name is Mr. Jake. And there's a round pin area there where people are horse riding. I don't know if you can see that. They do lessons, and then when they go on trail rides, it's further out in the back. You get to see Gary and Dane's house. That one's Andrew's, but the further one back there is Gary and Dane's. Anyways, I chose to do this energy pool because I don't know, you guys have probably heard of it. And if you haven't, let me know. But energy pools are a way to actually pool to you what you've been asking for. It's like to pool the contribution of anyone or anything that's desiring to contribute to you to actualize what you've been asking for. So being out in this beautiful space, the nurturing of the land, the trees, the animals, I thought, oh my gosh, before I leave, because I leave today after class, I thought, wow, I would love to invite you all to this beautiful space of the land and truly the contribution that the land is always being to us, to our bodies, if we're willing to receive it. So what have you been asking for? Have you been asking for something? What I'm noticing more and more is that oftentimes I don't ask. I'm just wishing. I'm just, oh, someday I would like this. That's not an ask. Yeah, oh, that would be great. That's not an ask. So there's an energy when you actually ask. And one of the gifts that I continue to learn is from a horse. So my horse, Jake, I've been riding with him, and he's been showing me these different energies as well. And the other day I was like, oh, he's inviting me like to be more of me. And it's like, he's not inviting me. He's demanding. He is demanding that I be more of me. So when the world is demanding more of you, when there is a possibility for you, you're not choosing, things might get intense. They might be uncomfortable. My horse does some interesting things. He'll start to trot like a grandpa because I'm not willing to demand what I would like. He's waiting for me to go, let's go here, let's choose this, then we're going to go there. If I be that energy, then he's willing to go. Otherwise, he's like, why work so hard? So are you wishing? Are you demanding? What are you asking for? What would light you up? That's the other thing. Those energies I was sharing, because I also did an energy pool in Spanish, but I was sharing that one of my sisters in California, Northern California, just bought about 11 acres. And I thought, could I have a horse out there? Would that be fun for me? And I couldn't get the smile. So I wrote to her right away. I'm all, could I have a horse out there? Do you know anybody nearby that boards horses? And then all of a sudden there was this joy of a possibility in my world that made me smile. So then I'm like, oh, would I like to add that to my life? And am I attached to when and how it shows up? Because if you're attached to how things show up, when they show up, how they show up, you're going to limit what can come to you and when. And really, truly, the magic of the universe. So have you asked for things and they haven't showed up? Have you gotten discouraged and frustrated? That will also limit what is coming your way. So if you're all be willing to if you have a list already, wonderful. But let's start with What are some of the energies that you would love to have in your life? For me, being here in this open space, and I'm going to take my mic off for a second to see if you hear any of the sounds. Everything's quiet. Couple roosters in the end. So there's a level of silence and space that, we're so used to the noises and the speed of the world that, we don't often value or savor the energy of space. Uh, Dr. Dane here just did this beautiful energetic synthesis of communion, these ESCs. And I said, I don't know what that was, but it was so different because it was this silent space as if nothing was moving. If you can imagine maybe even being up in space where there's just so much space and nothing's pulling in any direction. Well, I'm asking more of that space in my world. So I'm adding that to my list of like, yes, more of that relaxation um, in everything. It doesn't mean I'm not taking action on things, but it's this relaxation in the space where it actually allows the magic to show up and things to move perhaps much quicker and easier than I've ever allowed. But what other energies would you like? Would you like more joy and laughter in your life? What are the energies you're asking for? Now, what are things you're asking for to have with your body? Would you like to have more awareness of what your body desires to wear, to eat, to include more your body? Are you asking certain things with your business? What are you asking with your business? Do you have an amount? Have you actually looked at your business and said, I'd like to generate this much a year? What would be fun for you? Notice if there's heaviness or lightness. And it might seem like a crazy ask, but if you don't ask, nothing can't show up. Do you guys get that? If we don't ask, we're not asking for what we'd like, it can't show up. So really that muscle of learning to ask, all right, universe, I'm not going to look at why this hasn't shown up, why it's not working for me, why I don't have money. I'm not like, what can you now begin to put your attention on? Shift your attention and start to go, okay, what would I like here? You're having challenges with your kids. Like, wow, what would it take to actually listen and ask what can my child hear? What will create the most here? There's so many things you can ask for. Maybe you want to add a yacht to your life. Okay, add a yacht, you know, and maybe it'll show up in a way you didn't expect. Would you like to have certain experiences? Would you like to go climb Mount Everest or swim with the, dolphins, or, what is it for you? But really, truly, you can add anything to that list. Here's the little side note. Are you willing to let go of how it'll show up, when it'll show up? So the time and the result attachment is going to kill it. So you're willing to play with, all right, this is what I'm asking for. And then every day after today, ask, wow, what can I choose today that will contribute to this showing up right away? So the energy pools don't take a lot of time, but for me, it was the sense of like, wow, what energy can I give you all that will enhance the energy pools when you do them? You can do them if you want, your mornings, however it works for you, close your eyes, but it really can be walking to the park, walking the dog. Like it's not a significant exercise. You can do it. And we're actually doing it all the time. When you're in gratitude, when you're in awe, when you're enjoying nature, when you're in these spaces of the beauty and the gratitude of your life and your living, even the smallest thing, that creates more of a pull for more of that. Sometimes the challenge part is to look at your life and go, oh, wow, I've been pulling this in my life because you're not really enjoying it anymore. Then know that you have choice and you can create something different. So I'm going to be quiet for a moment, give you the space of the ranch, and kind of just start to list if you want to write it down or just within yourself, what would you like to add? And if not a lot of things come to mind right now, it's okay. You can always add to this later. So just play with what would be one or two things that would be fun for you. And if you get a longer list, go for it. I'll give you a minute. Okay, now that you have, even if you just had one thing, you could play with that. And know that you can always add later. So if you want to close your eyes, please, you're welcome to. And if you don't, that's fine too, not required. But begin to perceive that space of the land and all that it desires to contribute to you. Now ask for what it is that you would like. Start to, and it's not about putting it in any container, but it's just perceiving the energy of what that would be. And it's, you begin to perceive it with every molecule of your body because the energy pull is coming to you through every direction, every cell. Okay, and what else would you like to add? Yeah, and what else? I have some new asks that are so different. I'm looking to, pay off one of my properties, have expand my investment um, portfolio, you'd call it. I'm upping my game and generating way more a year. Oh, now I added the horse in California, and if you're watching or later you do, like that, my smile keeps getting bigger and bigger. But whatever that is for you, please don't compare it with anyone, but also notice if there's something you'd like to ask for that you think is not available for you. And here's a clearing you can use when that comes up. What is possible for me that I think is not possible for me? That if I allowed the possibilities, would actualize a different reality. And everything that is, and everything that brings up, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. That everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And oftentimes what I find is that most of us are not asking big enough for whatever reason, irrelevant, but you get to choose something different. So the gift of the energy pulls as you begin to perceive all that energy of what you're asking for. Now put your awareness and go way, way, way all around the globe. And if you desire, all into the universes, way out beyond what we can see and imagine. And now who or what would like to contribute to you actualizing everything you're asking for? And just notice how that shows up for you. Yep. As you travel around the globe and through the universe with your awareness, who or what? Is there a ping, ding, ding, ding? Or just ask, who or what would like to contribute to me actualizing all of this totally? Okay. You might get a moment where you take a deep breath. You almost feel like this heart connection. It's like, okay, then you're connecting to something. So there it is. Okay, who or what? And now pull. Pull through all of their being or whatever space that is. Pull, pull, pull through all of your being, every single molecule of your body. Yep. And now as it passes through you in every direction, do a turn and trickle a little energy back to who or what that is that would like to contribute to you actualizing what you're asking for. And keep pulling, sending a trickle, keep flowing in that flow. Just keep that flow, and that flow will be there. You can connect with that any time of the day. And just ask, and you can be watering your plants, and you just become aware of it. But know that your mere request, your ask, begins that energy pull. And now, if you'd like to speed things up, it is about going out and enjoying your life. It is that space of gratitude and play that has a living energy that the universe just moves in a much easier way. So what can you choose today that would be joyful for you, for your body? And, how else would you like to play with these energy pools? What else would you like to ask for? So only you know. And yeah, I may be doing more. I haven't actually made any formal energy pools, but it really popped to join you guys this morning, early morning from the ranch. So I hope this was a contribution to all of you. If you were woken up early to join us, thank you. Middle of the day, I'm glad you saw the invitation. It was very short notice, but we have a lot more coming up. And if you enjoy playing with the space and the magic of what's available, we also have a free Zoom coming up on December 1st, where we'll be talking about the 9 trannies, which is just another possibility of creating with the magic and ease of space and possibilities beyond what we have known possible in this reality. So you're invited to come to that. And then there's Right Voice for You class. Monica is asking to be at the castle because we're going to have a Right Voice for You at the Casa al Borgone in Italy in May, and many, many other creations to come. So I am beginning to put out a lot more in English. So, when you see some of the creation, look for if it's in English and Spanish. And the way I see it, if you're willing to receive, no matter what language is being spoken, you can ask for that. So thank you all for coming on. I'm so grateful. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Serena. Thank you for coming on. And I look forward to playing with you guys in another way coming up soon. Thank you. Enjoy. Ciao, everyone.